Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. To my returning subscribers and viewers, I absolutely love and appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. You are what keeps this channel going. If you are new to me, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here, for checking out my readings on my channel. I do read intuitively, so don't just go based off what you see here, as I do channel messages throughout the reading. I apologize for not having last week's reading out. I was going to go live at my vacation location. However, I got sick, and so that ended up not happening. And if you can tell, I'm still a little bit congested, a little under the weather, but I am okay. So thank you guys again for the love and support. Your playlist is up here, so make sure you check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well to get a bigger picture of what's in store for you, and check out all the Sagittarian readings in your playlist here. So let's get to it. By the way, your July reading is coming out soon after, so you want to make sure that you are subscribed to check that out. Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. We've got divine counterparts here, my friends. King and Queen of Swords. Even if you are not part of the sword element, this is definitely a divine counterpart. This is a partnership that feels very much divinely guided, divinely connected. This is two peas in a pod. This is a partnership that's got a very similar bond, I should say, a lot of similarities to each other. However, at this time, it feels as though there could be a lot of arguments or disagreements of how to make certain changes, how to spend certain money, investments. Maybe someone has an overspending problem, maybe you both do, and then it's kind of like when it's not you who's overspending, it's them who's overspending. There's always something to be arguing about. Could be in regards to work schedules as well. If your schedule has been a little off with each other, not being able to spend time the way you'd like to or do things together. It could also be one person is working and the other one is not, and it could be one person pushing the other person into come on now, it's time to bring in some money, just like I do, pushing or helping that person pursue some sort of financial stability, especially in a relationship. Sometimes the burden can fall, a heavy burden can fall on one person, and it can be, it is important to help each other out in this sense. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, if you notice, the Queen of Swords has her back to the King of Swords. The King of Swords is just looking straight ahead, but he looks almost stoic and frozen, like he's really thinking about, worst case scenario. How do I get out of this? What can I do to save, enough money? I've got to think about the future. I've got, choices that are going to be, need to be made in the near future about what's going to happen to our relationship, our marriage, our business, our careers, our finances. A lot can change in a split second. And I feel like there is someone here who's very much feeling overwhelmed for carrying the financial burden here, and someone who's saying, oh, relax, I'm getting there, and it's almost as though that person's voice is stronger than the other person. And so one person can be carrying, quite a bit of that mental and financial load here. Seven of Cups underneath the Eight of Pentacles and next to the Knight of Pentacles. So there is a lot to be said here when it comes to clearing up any type of confusion, when it comes to money, who should be working, who's okay to be the breadwinner and who's not, or clearing up some sort of expectations of how to make money, how to make ends meet, what's okay, what isn't okay. I do feel like you are at a crossroads at this time in your life, or you're anticipating that you're about to be at a crossroads with the Two of Wands here, and you're trying to figure out best case scenario, what can you anticipate? What's going with you and what is not? Because the Seven of Cups really is about, sorting through the options and, realizing perhaps all these people around you supporting you are not the most supportive, or perhaps all these options for employment that seem like a good idea are not viable options, and so there's this air of trust that is coming through here that you really need to communicate clearly and stop overthinking, and even save space with each other and say, let's talk about this, but not with the air of responding in argument, but rather listen intently with coming up with resolutions. Because, for example, back to school time is coming. Are we going to have enough money for the kids when they're going to need school supplies, backpacks, new shoes? I mean, we've got a lot of expenses coming up. Don't forget that this is coming up, and then the kids' birthdays and blah, 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 right? It's like there's always something that's coming up that's going to cost some money. And so there is someone here who's trying to figure out how to make their money stretch all the way through and asking for someone else's support. So outcome, Wheel of Fortune. Things are definitely changing and moving for you. Six of Swords and Eight of Swords. So there is something that's excuse me, there is something here that is, kind of feeling like you're holding yourself back. I feel like you're really not speaking up the way you want to. There is something here that's kind of saying, I want to say a lot more. I'm trying to be diplomatic. I'm trying to save face. I'm trying to keep the peace. I want things to flow smoothly, but I also don't want to piss my partner off. I also don't want to piss my sibling, my parents off, whoever it may be that this discussion needs to be had. It could also be extended family. When it's in regards to money, okay, or family household, things are looking up, because I absolutely love that you have the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune speaks of very positive turn of events, especially after a period or time of stagnancy, or feeling like things have been clouded for you, unable to move forward because you didn't feel like you had the big picture or all the pieces of the puzzle. But what does the Wheel of Fortune bring? Well, look at that. Page of Cups and King of Cups. So very positive resolution here. This could be apologies. This could be, everyone being in a very happy mood, going from arguments and disagreements to harmony, to having love for each other, to expressing that, you only want the best for each other. Let's, come to a better meeting of the minds without any type of arguments or disagreements. No point in arguing or fighting. Let's come together in, for the sake of love, for the sake of the family, for the sake of the children, whatever it may be, and finding a new focus that is really going to help uplift you moving forward and uplift everyone in this situation. Okay, so it does feel very positive here moving forward. The Seven of Cups, though, can cause a lot of confusion. I feel like if you are being brought with many options to choose from, like, listen, I know you've been wanting to do this, but what about that? And, it can be like dizzying at times, where you're just like, I've got so many people giving me their opinions, their input, but what do I do? How do I move forward? Yeah. Page of Swords. That's exactly the card of, what do? I need to move forward. I need to cut away the excess. I need to cut back on the Five of Wands of, all of this, where people feel like they're entitled to, decision making. Like, yeah, I'll give you a minute to speak your opinion or give me some sort of options here, but it doesn't mean it's the end all be all. It doesn't mean I have to follow what you say. I still get to make those decisions, those choices for myself, for my children, for my family, or for the best and the good of all all, right? So the Page of Swords here really does speak of evaluating all these options, and then also cutting away the excess. What does not belong here? What needs to go away? And what is for the best and highest good of all, especially if children are involved. Or this could stem from, you know, perhaps this is property that's been in the family for a really long time, since childhood. This could be a long-standing commitments, you know, within a family, promises, contracts that are from a very long time. I do feel like there is this air of things that have been handed down from generation to generation, whatever that may be for you. Any particular cards for their outcome? I love the Wheel of Fortune here. And yeah, see, I told you, everyone's going to be working out just fine at the end of the day. Absolutely. Look at that. 7 of Cups with the 4 of Wands, which means you're all going to come together for a better resolution, for a better agreement in terms of what comes next. You will all end up getting along, coming together, and those that don't want to compromise or, you know, try to be open to other parties' ideas or solutions can kick rocks, because the majority here will win, and the majority here will be positive. And so it will be odd man out for the solo person, or, you know, 2 people probably that can't seem to get along with everyone else. I do feel like there will be a resolution coming to you this month and into the next month, into the month of July. So beautiful. You have the card of building blocks, which is card number 28. 28 equals 10. 10 like the Wheel of Fortune. 10 like at the end of a cycle, at the end of a chapter. Things, you know, coming to an end and being able to build on the next chapter here. This is building a strong foundation for what it is you truly want for yourself, your business, your family, your company, moving forward. This is knowing that you're coming to a beautiful resolution and that things are finally feeling very stable in your environment or in wherever it is that you are choosing to build this very strong foundation. It does feel like there is a family business involved here. I am getting that very strongly, but I do feel like after a period of quiet, after a period of you know, everyone kind of going into their corners and thinking for themselves, okay, what's the next step? I do feel like there will be some sound minds that will speak up, that will rally people around and family around to all get on the same page, or at least to come to a mutual agreement, right? You have the card of Apple. Temptation will test you. You have the card of Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, and older woman. That person, that older woman could be the one that you may be thinking is against you, or you may be the older woman that are people are saying you're being against them, or you're doing whatever it is that you want rather than thinking of everyone else involved in the situation. This could also involve an older woman, a mother figure, you know, grandmother, distant relative is what I'm hearing, or just someone who has many years of experience here. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. If your sincere wish is for everyone to just get along and come to a resolution, it's happening. Beautiful. I mean, the best card that can follow that is the butterfly. It says a change for the better, and you have the card of chain of events that will affect your life. I feel like that is already happening. Those chain of events have already, you know, started out for you. It feels as though you're already in the middle of that process. It's going to lead to these building blocks and resolution for you. So I cannot wait to see what July has in store for you, because it feels like it's going to be very, very promising moving forward, especially if this has torn, you know, families and friendships and relationships relationships apart. That's coming to a head. It feels very positive from here on out. Sagittarius, I wish you guys all the best, sending you guys so much love. Your July reading is next, and so I would love it if you guys subscribed. Your July forecast will be here once it is ready, but as always, your playlist is here, and to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box down below. Have a wonderful week ahead. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Take care. Bye.